Praise Him, my brothers and sisters. Pastor Catherine Weathers here. Today, I'm going to talk about something that I am very familiar with, and maybe I just did not want to address it. And that's helping you overcome the challenge of divorce. Did you realize January is considered the divorce month? For better or worse, we enter into the state of marriage for life, but it doesn't always work out that way. The divorce rate is real. January, there's more divorces than any other month. January is the coldest month of the year, and apparently the Arctic vibe extends beyond the temperature. The first month of the New Year's is reportedly the most popular time of year to file for divorce. In legal circles, January is nicknamed Divorce Month. How to survive a divorce. Only thing I could do is give you some tips on how to survive a divorce, which can help you adopt the right attitude to help you get through your divorce. Like I had to get through my 3 divorces. By taking charge of the divorce process, as well as your emotions, you can regain some control over your situation. The smart divorce, like there is such a thing as a smart divorce. Managing a divorce is a process. You might be wondering if it's really possible to get a smart divorce and move on to a better life. The answer is yes, with a lot of hard work. Divorce is probably one of the most emotional experiences you will ever face. The process can be overwhelming, but it need not be if you are able to make your decision with focus, hope, and confidence. Now, let me just say this. As a pastor, I do not believe in divorces. But the reality is, you have over 50% of the church today getting divorced for one reason or the other. The most important thing that I see is lack of maturity. Because when you get into marriage, marriage is supposed to last forever. You come in knowing that you have to sacrifice, and it's a constant sacrifice. But the reality is, people get married and aren't really committed to their relationship. So here I go, a pastor who don't really believe in divorce. I've been married and divorced 3 times, and I have to face this reality and tell you guys to be prepared for one. Um, how to survive it so you don't have a mental or physical breakdown. Amen. How to make smart decisions about divorce. Get information about the divorce process. Take the time to find a matrimonial lawyer that is right for you. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Make sure to understand the dispute resolution negotiations, mediations, collaborative family law, arbitration, mediation, and arbitration, and legations as best you can. Try to treat your divorce as a business transaction. Keep the emotions of divorce out of your lawyer's office. You're in charge. Make sure to understand all your options before making decisions. Information is knowledge, and knowledge is power. Staying sane throughout your divorce. Divorce has become so common today that people underestimate how powerful an experience it is. Understand that you are grieving your divorce, which is normal and to be expected. The fact is, you are experiencing losses you probably never thought would happen. To help get you through this difficult time, develop your support network, including friends, family, clergy, parenting groups, divorce groups, and or a therapist. I promise you, you will feel better. As the saying goes, time is a healer. Now, I also must say you have to be careful who you're confiding in, because not every so called friend is a friend, and some of your family members may be backstabbers too. Sometimes it's better to talk to a stranger. When we're talking about divorce and thinking about divorce, we have questions like, what do I do with the wedding ring? Do I keep it or sell it? What about the custody agreement? And when assets are hidden before the divorce, what do I mean assets? You know, you or he may have some hidden money that you don't want nobody to know about. Financial deception is called, and hiding assets is sneaky and just plain wrong. But it happens a lot more frequently than you would think. And what about matrimony? That's happening a lot today. When husbands receive alimony, with more women out earning men in the workplace, many women are finding themselves supporting their ex husbands after the divorce. Coping strategies. The number one coping strategy is to get yourself in a position of wanting very little from your ex husband. The less you want from him, the less frustrated you will be. Think about it. If you couldn't change your ex when you were married, you certainly aren't going to change him now. Also, realize you will never get the vindication or apology you want and may even deserve. Taking control over your life, getting organized, and making informed decisions will be empowering. Because, sisters, we know that if he would have apologized, you probably would still be together now. Let's not go any further on that. Moving on, you need to give yourself the opportunity to explore and consciously make choices about the life you want to lead post divorce. Envision what you would like life to look like when you are getting ready to start moving on. And think about what you need to do to get there. Don't procrastinate. It's up to you to make these things happen. Your goal should be to create a better life today than the one you had before. Because remember, it's your life, and you can't blame anyone else for your lack of happiness. Your newfound time. You will likely have to get used to the fact that your children are not going to be with you 24/7. They will be spending part of the time with your ex and part with you. You can't control what goes on when your kids are with their father, let alone with their mothers. Learn to let go and don't worry about the stuff you can't control. Use the time when your kids are not with you productively. I myself went to school and graduated with my bachelor's degree, feeling like I was a young adult again. Oh, yes, that was an experience. Pursue your dreams and your interests. Maybe now you will even have the time to see a movie or go to a gym. So go to your closet and clean out the emotional demons. Put on your favorite jeans and girly top or your latest sexy frock and make plans for a fabulous evening. Just go out and have fun. We're going to just thank God for Deborah Moskowitz, who is the founder of the Smart Divorce website. She is a divorce consultant and author of The Smart Divorce, Proven Strategies and Valuable Advice. You can go on the website, read, and this information. Next, we're going to talk about how to cope with divorce. Before we go there, let's talk about the best way to sell an engagement ring after divorce. After a bad marriage and a bad divorce, many women are ready to get rid of this symbol of eternal love. These tips can help turn your bridal bling into money. Deciding to sell an engagement ring during or after a divorce has a number of financial and emotional benefits. But what is the best way to sell an engagement ring? How quickly we get paid? Who will give you the best price? Who to sell it to? Well, for many of us, our engagement ring is not worth thousands of dollars, like, let's say, um, Janet Jackson or even Mariah Carey. But if you had a decent man with a decent, it might have been $5,000 or more. So who to sell it to? When looking to sell your wedding ring, you have a multitude of options, including jewelers, auction houses, pawnbrokers, and online diamond buyers. The reality is that large auction houses such as Sotheby's and Christie's only cater for exceptional diamonds, typically extremely large stones or rare, fancy colored diamonds. So there you have it. By the way, if you want to read a fun book, read my book, Is Your Husband Not Married? It's at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and XLibra.com online. And thank you so much for joining us. Have a blessed day.